We walk by faith and not by sight. Glory to Jesus. We walk by faith, not by sight. This is why David ignored what he faced. This is why aliangalia na akasema, though I walk in the valley of a shadow of death, I will fear no evil. David was facing death. Saul wanted to kill David. And that's why David, when he's writing the Psalms, he was writing the Psalms of David, is writing his experience. He's writing what he experienced. When Saul wanted to kill him, when Saul sent an army to kill him at Ramah, he sent the first 50 men to capture David and to kill him. And the Bible says David was hiding in Ramah where the presence of God was. And when they appeared, the Bible says they met the presence of God. When they met the presence and the power of God, they started to prophesy. Instead of arresting David, they started to dance and prophesy in the presence of David. He sent another 50. They did the same because David was dwelling in the presence of God. David said, I'll look unto mountains and to the hills and to the valleys. Where will my help come from? My help shall come from the Lord. People may fight you. People may say what they please or what they know. But stand strong in the Lord, for your salvation is in the Lord. So when David was writing some of his Psalms, he was facing death. He was facing a judgment. But he said, the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my bangler. The Lord is my hiding place. In him I will put my trust. Blessed be his holy name. Saul sent that 50 men, 50 soldiers to capture David. But they could not capture him. When they appeared, they couldn't see him. But the presence of God was there. And they were turned to different people. And they started to prophesy. Then King Saul himself, he said, I will go myself because I've sent an army and they're not capturing David. I will go myself as a king. The Bible says when King Saul arrived in Ramah, he was in Shiloh, he was turned to a different man. The Bible says he removed his clothes, his kingly attire. He removed it and started to prophesy. To tell David, you are the king and the Lord is God. The Bible says, and the people were shocked and they said, is Saul also among the prophets? And I'm telling somebody, when we walk with God, when we have faith in God, he will turn our enemies into friends. Glory to Jesus. It's so sweet when God turns your enemies into your supporters, your enemies to your friends. And because God is able to do that. And that is how God delivered David. So some of the Psalms that David was writing, he was writing when he was in a perilous situation. He was writing when he was anguished, when he was in pain, when he was in terror, when he was in fear, when he was in panic. But he said, I trusted in the Lord. In my pains, I trusted in the Lord. In my desperation, I put my hope in the Lord. Oh, everybody turned against me. Everybody ran away. But the Lord stood with me. So what David was writing what was the reality. And this is why he said, come unto the Lord with songs of praise. Come to the Lord with songs of worship. The Lord is God. The Lord is God because he has made us the sheep of his pasture. And we are blessed of his presence.